be on your phone like transfer in line at the store. Hi, it's Elena of Financialdemics, where I give you the tips and tools to manage your money, increase your savings and your income, and decrease your debt. And today I'm giving you some tips on how you can actually save money even if you are a spender. In a previous video, I provided you with several tips to help you to determine whether or not you were a saver or a spender. And if you have checked out that video, which I will link right here, you can watch after this one, of course, that I'm a spender. And so as a spender, it was hard for me to figure out how to save money initially. But over time, I have gotten to the point where I have learned how to save, how to invest, and do so many more things to make my money actually work for me. So when I was learning how to save, I kind of struggled with it and I felt guilty about it because, as I mentioned, I do have a frugal parent. And so I just couldn't figure out why I wasn't like them. And of course, we know why. But one of the turning points for me was a situation that occurred in my family, and my frugal parent was able to just like take care of it immediately. And it was a pretty expensive purchase. And when we were talking about it, my mother basically told me, because that's the frugal parent, that she saves so that she can take care of unexpected situations without thinking twice. And when I say she didn't think twice when it came up, it was taken care of so quick. I was highly impressed. And this was me in my early 20s, just really trying to figure it out. Her comment made me realize that I needed to figure out a system to save more money, because I wanted to be in the situation where if something happened, I was not highly stressed out about it. So I wanted to give you some tips of what to do to save more money even though you are a natural spender. So the first thing that you should do is create a new budget. Even if you already have a budget, the point of creating a new one is to, first of all, make sure that you are accommodating for any new expenses that you may have forgotten about, or just new things that you are paying for with your discretionary income. But also, creating a new budget is going to show you how much money you actually have available to save and help you make some decisions. So the next thing that you can do is increase your contribution percentage on your retirement plan at your job. So your 401k, 403b, 457. The reason why is, first of all, this is another way to save. This is really investing, but it's another way in which that you can stack more money for the future. But also, contributions to your retirement plan reduce your taxable income. That money comes out pre-tax. So if you have the right combination, you're going to actually bring home more money after tax. So that will sometimes give you the room you need to also save for your retirement, but then also have a little bit more in savings with your money that you bring home. And if you don't have a retirement plan at your job, then definitely look into contributing to either a traditional or a Roth IRA. Remember, we're not trying to work forever around here. We're trying to retire early. Okay, so those are a couple of options you can look into also. The next thing you can do is allocate more money to your emergency fund. And the best way to do that is always automatically through direct deposit if your job offers it. And if your job doesn't, then scheduling that particular transfer from your bank to your savings account on the day you get paid. So it's like you're getting paid and then that money is moving out. And you can do the next day if you want to be careful and things like that, but you want that money moving out as quickly as possible so you don't accidentally spend it. So another piece of saving more money as a natural spender is making sure that savings account is not set up at your primary bank. when that money is easily accessible with apps and things like that, now you can easily, be on your phone, like transfer in line at the store. And that's not what we want. So set up your savings account at another bank that will take a little bit of time to get that money. And so just to be clear on what I mean by that is that you want to make sure that maybe it takes like a day to get that money, or you have to go out of your way to get that money. And so it's going to deter you from quickly making that transfer for an item that you don't really need. It's just something that you want. Now for me, I save that money at Capital One 360. I actually have been using them for years. It's also where my sinking funds sit. It's easier for me to transfer my money there. And when I'm trying to pull money out, I can actually access that money pretty quickly. There's so many different online bank accounts that you could possibly put that money into. You can also, find a bank that you trust that maybe has a high yield savings that's across town, and you don't necessarily have maybe not have a debit card for them. It's hard to say this, but or ATM card, but it is just going to help you keep more money in your account and make it a little bit difficult, right? Because if you got to work hard to get the money, you're going to really have to need the money to do the work to take the money out. Now, another way that you can save money as a spender is by using one of the automatic savings apps. So the app that I'm talking about in this case is Digit. So Digit automatically deducts money from your savings account based on the goals that you set and the rules that you set. So I use Digit personally, and one of the rules that I have is a roundup rule. So the purchases that I make in my fund money account are actually rounded up, and then Digit automatically deducts money out of my checking account based off of goals that I have set and the rules that I have in place. And so based off my normal spending habits, Digit can kind of determine how I normally spend money, and then it starts transferring money into their savings account. I have it attached to my fund money account because you can't be swiping my bill money. And I really like it because it actually helps me save for other items that I want without me actively having to move money over. And it's always a surprise when I look into the Digit account and see how much money that I have in there. And so I always pick fun things to save for in that account, especially since it's passively saving for me. So if you are saving for a trip or a particular item, or you just need to have some money put away to save for, that emergency situation, then you can also add Digit to your savings accounts that you have. As you can see, there are plenty of ways to save as a natural spender. You just really have to find the method that is going to work for you and your situation. And sometimes it takes a little trial and error to figure out what actually works. But if you have a method that I did not mention below, feel free to throw it down in the comments. I always like to see how people manage their money. And if you're not sure whether or not you are a saver or a spender, then go ahead and click this link here. And if you are looking for more ways to save money, then check out this video here, and I'll see you next time with an all new video.